Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Allison and today I am sharing with you a new design process video. Today I have a new technique to share with you. It's actually new to me as well, and that's using the contour tool. You will find it on the bottom toolbar on the right hand side of the screen, and it fills in images that have negative spaces in them, like these leaves. You can choose how much of it you want to be filled or how little of it you want to be filled, and it will cut a solid image and not the open image like you see the other leaves. Isn't that cool? I thought it was so neat. Somebody had told me about it and I wanted to try it out, and I think it's pretty awesome. The other thing I'd like to figure out is if the contour tool also works to open up closed images, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does or if you use another tool. If you know how to use the Cricut and the tools in Design Space, let me know down below. So this layout is going to be a fall themed layout. As you can see, I have leaves and I'm working on creating shelves for the one box, which is going to be a picture to rest on, and then I'm going to add another shelf of leaves for the other box rectangle to sit on. I also have these wheat bunches that I'd like to use as well, and eventually I will work them into the layout. I only have one photo in this layout that I want to use. The other box that I created is actually going to end up being like my title mat. And actually in the end, I don't like having the two boxes split and having two like shelves for them to sit on. So at the end of this video, I actually decide to put them all on the same line and have one long border of leaves beneath the two boxes instead of two separate ones. You'll see what I mean closer to the end of the video if that doesn't make sense. So the one box that's going to be the title mat actually ended up feeling a little plain and empty to me. So I went back into Design Space and found a grid pattern. I'll be cutting that with my Cricut when I do create this layout. I sized it to 3 by 4 inches, which is what the size of my picture and the title mat is going to be. And actually later on, I end up choosing a different title for this layout. Right now I'm using I Love Fall Most of All. But actually in the end, I find one that says something along the lines of falling for fall, or something about leaves falling. And I think that works a whole lot better with the whole leaf theme in this layout. So I'll switch out the title later on. I'm also right now just working on how I want to arrange the journaling on this layout. That's what the strips are in the upper left of the canvas. I guess in a way this design would be looked at as sort of a really loose grid type of layout. But like I said, it wasn't driving, it didn't feel right to me. So I think after I've got the layout bases figured out and the color for those, I rework the design and figure something else out. Like I mentioned, I did want to use the wheat bunches and they're going to stay where they're at. I used 2 different colors to kind of make it look like one is in the foreground and one is in the background. So one is just slightly darker or a slightly different color than the more yellow one in the front. And actually my plan for these leaves with the open spaces in them, the negative spaces, I'm actually going to go back and create shadows for them using that contour tool, because my plan is actually to back them with pattern paper when I cut them. And this is the perfect tool to use if you don't want to fussy cut those images out afterwards. You can contour it so it'll cut with the Cricut the same size and shape as the negative portion of the leaf, which I think is just brilliant. I'm so glad that that was brought to my attention because I will be using that consistently now. So here you can see I've changed the design of the layout from a loose grid to more of a linear design. The title mat and the photo are next to each other. The leaves are underneath both of them, spanning the width of the page. And the journaling is going to create another axis, if you want to call it that, running through the photo, both above and below. And this feels so much better to me. I like it a lot, and I'm actually really excited about creating this layout, which will be coming in a couple days. It'll be soon anyways. I don't know exactly for sure. And with that, this layout is virtually done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this design inspired you in one way or another. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and a like. Maybe leave a comment down in the comment section as well to let me know that you were here. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss any new videos that I post. Thank you again for joining me. I will be back again soon with more inspiration. Bye guys.